Hello, let's talk emotions. I'm getting a sense of mixed emotions today and how we can work with all of that in generating better outcomes, generating better sensations in your field, generating better outcomes, and transcending and moving on from things that may have been giving you feelings of stuckness, stagnancy, or why is this still happening, or why am I still here? Why hasn't my manifestation come in? Whatever it may be that you may think or feel or be asking, how you can use all of this as data, as information, as your messengers, and observe them and not be overrun or enmeshed or entangled with them so that you can come back to higher truth and come back into embodying your power again and moving forward. There is some sense of some nostalgia or some things that have come up or getting flashes of things when you make a new breakthrough and you're a new version of you that feels more emboldened and empowered. You may feel this transformational grief, this grieving process, this shedding of who you used to be, and looking back at things and feeling a sadness over not having set higher standards for yourself earlier, for example, not having spoken up for yourself in the past, where maybe you feel now that you could have, but you didn't, and maybe you're developing more of your voice and your authentic expression and improving on your communication in relationships. And that's a process of discovery and finding your own voice and having your power behind it in authenticity and being truthful and being in integrity with yourself while also seeking to cause harm, not to cause any harm, but to be in harmlessness and to focus on outcomes and objectives. And you may feel that more people that are not really aligned with you or maybe misinterpreting your intentions and so on, having maybe you've been feeling misunderstood. Let me know if that's resonating for you. And shedding and releasing the need to explain yourself or perhaps even improve on your communication and expression, that you're being more true to yourself and who you really are and what you are saying, well, this is me now, or this is my intention now, and whether or not you verbalize that or make it clear, or that you're just at peace with yourself, just coming back to being at peace with yourself and who you are and knowing how you feel and knowing what your mission and vision is, and even that some of these connections which may have fallen away recently have been divine order, divine timing, divine protection, because they were not aligned with your vision, with your frequency, with and what's coming in quite strongly for me was the energy of questioning this for yourself and also for the other. If you have the ability to access your natural state of happiness, if you're someone that can naturally be happy in your own company and doing your own thing, that you don't feel a neediness for something outside of you, that you can return to your own inner contentment. And to be honest with you, and then if you feel that the other person has that or has mastered that or actually feels that you feel that perhaps they're not actually happy or fulfilled in what they're doing. And this can be an indicator of where there may be a frequency mismatch anyway. So things are not unfolding the way that you may have wanted. If you're feeling a sense of disappointment or feeling that you're back in isolation or that you're back to square one, that you're not, because you have new wisdom and new embodiment and you're creating more energetic space for what is actually truly aligning with you to come in, to enter in, that brings you greater satisfaction, ease, and joy. And how you see that these connections are much lighter, are focused more on solutions and creativity and mission and vision and goals and where you're going and forward action, forward momentum, rather than giving any focus to what's missing or problems or what you may have been experiencing in previous dynamics in relationships where things may have felt unnecessarily complicated or hard when in truth they should flow more. The communication should be easier, and it should be, even if you're going to have difficult conversations, that the other person is willing to do that and is willing to take accountability for their part also, since everything is co-creation. And how we can be really honest and upfront that way. And let me know if this is resonating for you in terms of communication and expression in relationship and dynamic. In this Scorpio season, you're going even deeper into the intensity of truly knowing yourself better and knowing what you value and what you require. And with and for yourself is what I'm really feeling in the energy today. In the moon being in Cancer, that may feel watery, it may feel sensitive, but you may be doing a deep dive into what you're truly needing for you and approaching the next new moon, which is in Scorpio. That is really calling for a sense of gentleness and softness. how you're embracing a gentler way of being with yourself, how you're giving yourself more of what you need, how you are shedding and releasing, and I'm really hearing now is the sense of being hard on yourself. And that could have been made manifest in these shadow aspects that you may have seen, where you may have seen others criticize or judge you somehow. And that is some mirror of ways that you were potentially being critical or judgmental of yourself. And all of this is being purged and released from your field in you coming back to being more aligned with your truth, feeling that you're more authentic to yourself, feeling that you're honoring yourself in devotion and discipline and gratitude for who you are now and who you are becoming. Also, is getting the energy of doing an audit to invite you to do an audit on your energy. And many people fear truly taking out the time to step back from the world and go into stillness and slowness and meditate and even sleep more and rest and be in receptive mode so that you can gain better clarity on who do you want to be now? Where are you going from here? What's happening in your energy? What are you experiencing in your reality? How do you want to refine that? How do you want to refine your self concept? How do you want to refine your experiences so that they're improving and getting better? How are you energetically working on deriving better outcomes from you through your energetic work and through connecting back to love and gratitude and certainty and confidence and conviction and connecting with your guides and connecting with the lights within you and holding that power within you that you can come into that Six of Swords energy of feeling emboldened and moving forward in greater power. Now, other cards in Tower that have come out were Five of Cups, and this is a sense of feeling that opportunities have left or disappointment or where is it? It's almost like things leaving or loss or grieving and shedding things, yet it's simply a matter of perspective. Since I asked for a clarifier on that card and I got the Ace of Pentacles, which is by nature, you are abundant. Everything is already here. There's grapes surrounding him, that everything is already within your field and accessible to you. And you can simply shift perspective in not allowing yourself to fall into those lower vibrational states. You can witness them, you can alchemize them, you can transmute and transform them, and come back into the remembrance of knowing that you are already whole and you already have everything within you. And this is what we're constantly coming back to and having the gratitude for the awareness of that. I started this channel with my gratitude card saying that gratitude was a superpower and so important to come back into your heart to generate better energy within your field, which generates everything from you to be even better in loving intent and producing better outcomes, not only for you, but for others. And the reminder is there to keep that word or a card or some symbol of that next to your bed, perhaps that you look at it before sleeping and you look at it when you wake up in the morning to keep you connected to that for your own highest good and joy. So you're maintaining the energy of being in your heart and connecting to your heart and having appreciation and gratitude. So I'd like to go to what I was drawn to in the book today to talk about frequency elevation through your emotional authenticity, this energy coming up. That high frequency living isn't only about love and light, it also requires emotional honesty and shadow integration. So it's both shadow and flame also. And transmuted sacral rage, if you feel anger coming up, these can be directed into, this can be channeled as, this can be experienced as pure creative energy, as Shakti, as life force. It can lead to you creating healthy sovereign boundaries that honor you, that raise your standard, and where you are embodying greater self-love. And then you're more authentic to and merging and aligning with your higher self and embodying that wisdom and feeling more serenity and calm and peace and beautiful, meaningful relationships and connections forming and building and bonding and growing in your reality. And you can create a magnetic manifestation power through clarity and charge of that energy. And embracing that anger, especially in your sacral area, you raise your frequency through alignment and congruence. It's also guided to speak on menstruation if you're female, if you're a woman. It's very important for you to follow your cycle in terms of productivity, creativity, and receptivity and manifestation. That while you are shedding or releasing, that this is the time for you to truly rest and receive and to allow it. And you may feel the more you surrender into that and to see the truth and beauty of it, that anger can arise or sadness or sorrow over not having honored that as sacred ritual and sacred right. of yours to receive in your divine feminine power through truly allowing the womb to open and relax and release, and not feeling even energetically a constriction there where you're being hard on yourself and forced to show up and carry on and do things that are meeting expectations and demands outside of you, that are not truly honoring the wisdom of your own body in your slowness and stillness and surrender to rest, so that you can receive, and to receive with ease what is far more true and aligned for you in ease, through manifestation power, through you opening up that energy and allowing things to flow so things can flow to you. And as women, we have been lied to and oppressed, suppressed in this way, in feeling boxed in or forced into a more masculine way of living and productivity, which has shut down our own special abilities in manifesting far better and higher and more loving and more truthful and more relaxed and more easeful and more pleasurable, through allowing that experience in our own bodies and allowing ourselves to experience and witness and to be in surrender into that. The moving out of that phase to when you are in towards ovulating again, that you would be more productive and receiving creative insights and moving on them and taking action in following the seasons of nature of this will be your winter season of when you're shedding and releasing, is what we're going into in the depths of Scorpio season and moving into Sagittarian season and accessing higher truths. That connection to the divine is so important. If this is resonating with you right now and you feel that you're being asked to surrender to receive, truly surrender to the flow and release. Really let go in your body, because that's when you let more in. That's when you allow yourself to breathe. That's when your nervous system relaxes. That's when you signal to the universe, I'm open. And when you are more open, you can receive. And this is something to master energetically and something we need to flip the script on, so that we are living in more harmony with our own bodies and harmony in our realities, and creating more harmony from us for us to enjoy in devotion, in gratitude, in appreciation, in sharing, in generosity, in what feels more loving and truthful and aligned. So you can channel your sacral rage intentionally. And then in this way, you stop creating from wounding or avoidance, which are fear-based illusions of when you're in productive mode. It's not conscious. It's out of feeling forced or pushed, or you have to, or being hard on yourself. I'm going through more of these themes on a new moon workshop that I'm doing for the new moon in Scorpio. If you'd like to join me, drop me an email below. There's more on that in my book, in somatic practices and ways that you can alchemize any sacral rage to turn it into a more creative power that manifests better for you. Let me know if this has resonated with you today. Opportunities are coming in, big message on that, and that you can enjoy growth and reap rewards. Expect opportunities to come your way as you relax and simply focus your intention on what gives you pleasure, satisfaction, contentment, peace, harmony, and joy. You may be doing an audit then on where energy has been working in your favor, where you may be leaking energy, where you may be overextending and not feeling it reciprocated, where you may feel that you're going to a next level and therefore you're stepping back, looking at the spiritual lessons from everything that you have been experiencing. I'm getting over the last 6 months, especially, so you can focus on energetically how you want to move forward, how you want to feel in your body, how you want to be thinking in your mind body soul connection, what you want to actually be pouring into, what you want to be creating, and what you're calling in to receive in reciprocity or in appreciation and in gratitude. And come back to gratitude for your now reality, your spaces, even cleaning your space and giving gratitude for having that space to be in and to do that energetic audit, creating some sacred space for you, lighting some candles, some incense, going in, doing meditation, even connecting with your guides and saying, how do I want to feel and think and move from here? Let me know if this has resonated with you. Sending you so much love. Thank you for listening, for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing, getting a copy of my book, stepping into one of my courses. Love doing this work. See you in the next one. That's love.